It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Niners and the Vikings. And it's all up next.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
The veteran kicker, Robbie Gould, set to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making his 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. And just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
San Francisco opted not to throw Trey Lance into the fire right away, bringing him along slowly last season. He still drew 2 starts, though, and showed flashes of his huge dual-threat potential in both. Almost 100 yards on the ground in a tough one against Arizona, and 280 total yards in a win over Houston. No bringing along slowly in year 2. The keys to the car are officially his.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Lance. Open man is Juwan Jennings. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. Lance looking to throw it. And it's caught by Jennings. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, and what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
Still first down.
A full start backs him up 5. First and 15.
From midfield, here's Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Good with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
Here we go. Ready.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Ball at the 26, second and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack coming from Big Dalvin Tomlinson.
It's all how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
Is making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without
a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Lance now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jennings.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Lance.
That's complete out left to Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble in 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Dalvin Tomlinson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
For a tight end, he's got good straight-line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Ready, go.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And company going on 4th down.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Lance,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch them.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Jordan Berry out to punt on 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The Niners set to take over on offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
On
second down. Here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now a play fake. Lance, he'll buy some time right. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. 1st down now with that clock rolling. Throwing is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll throw again. Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now 4th down and 1. Greg Joseph on for field goal.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BJ, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Rolling to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 33 yards. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Lance going to throw. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
First down, 49ers. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
It's like different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw, it's Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. To throw, Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They don't want want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Cousins on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Cousins again. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. 4th down, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Ready, go. Ready.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.